So I'm joined with the man from the fence, the one and only Jordan Gill. Nice to have you on Slothbox, mate. But moving on from yourself to your good friend Leigh Wood. I saw you was at the press conference the other day, and watching from home, mate? It seemed like there's a bit of noodle there.
Yeah,
Do you think it's real? But what do you think to the fight, mate?
I think it's a great fight. I think that it's a fight that captures the imagination of the public. It's a fight that they're both well up for. I thought the press conference was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought Leigh spoke really well. I thought Conlan was funny, and he tried some of the antics. He tried to play the old mind games, but you can't really read too much into that, and it's what happens on the night. Whoever has the best game plan and whoever applies himself in the best way will win the fight. I've sparred both guys, I'm probably one of the few people in the world that's been in the ring with both guys. I know sparring and fighting, but they're both very good at a lot of things. They both got a lot of strings to the bow. They both can adapt, and they both are world-class fighters. So to defend his title, Leigh's got his work cut out, but he's got everything again. He's got everything in his favour. He's defending it in Nottingham. He's going to have the home support. He's the champion. He's probably the more experienced fighter. I don't think Conlan has beat anybody that Leigh wouldn't have beat, and probably vice versa as well. So that's what makes it interesting. I'm backing Leigh, obviously, and the reason why is I think tactically they're both gonna be good. They're both gonna try and apply their game plans. But I think Leigh's had a more practice at putting a game plan into practice at a higher level. Because it's one thing applying yourself and making a game plan work when you're supposed to win the fight, when you're the favourite, when you're not up against it. But when you're up against it and you're not the favourite going into the fight, to get that into your favour and to win the fight is different. And Leigh's got that experience. Conlan's not had that experience yet. And just because you haven't done something doesn't mean you can't. So that's why you can't ever write anyone off. But also, I think Leigh's going to make Conlan work very hard from the first bell. And I think that it's a big occasion. It's Conlan's first world title fight, and that work he's going to put onto Conlan. I think he's not as efficient as Leigh, and I think down the stretch he's going to tire. And I think Leigh carries his power all the way through the fight, through the 12 rounds, and I think he will stop him late.
You talk about that power that Ben Davison's been going on about, and you say you've sparred him. Does he have that potential game-changing power?
Yes, yeah, he can really punch. He's the hardest punching featherweight I've ever been in with. Yeah, he can really, really punch.
But I'm gonna have to ask you. I know you say you're backing your mate Leigh, but if I'm going down to the bookies and I'm putting my money on it, how's the fight gonna go and why?
Oh, like I said, I think if I was a betting man and if I was going to put the money on, I'd put Leigh Wood stoppage between 9 and 12 rounds. I think he's going to make Conlan work hard. I don't think Conlan's going to be as efficient as Leigh, and I think Leigh's power is going to show down the stretch.